Hello and welcome back to beautiful Manhattan Beach, California. It is the AVP Heritage Series. Manhattan Beach open from just south of the pier that you see there. Standing room only already. Early afternoon here in the South Bay, and fans packing it in here. Saturday, one of the best days. I mean, we love Championship Sunday, but this is where all the pieces get put together. We're in women's quarterfinal action. The winner's side, it's Brasher Nuss versus Corinne Quiggle, Tegan Van Gunst. My name is Rich Lamborn. Pleasure to be with you. I'm joined by none other than Casey Patterson, champion here in 2016, Olympian in 2016. Too many other accolades to count. 5 children. I mean, the list goes on and on, Case. What are we looking forward to seeing here?
First, I love when a gold medalist introduces me like I'm the legend.
Oh.
You know, that feels good. I appreciate that, Rich. No, I love this matchup. We got, you know, probably one of the most dominant women's teams we've had in, you know, a long time since, you know, April and Alex. And they've been on a tear all over the world in the league. And so it's fun to see them here, Stadium Court in Manhattan Beach. It's always fun to be back home, feel like you're getting a home-cooked meal by all of the teams here right near the pier.
Yeah, they are the prohibitive favorites, #1 team in all of the world of beach volleyball. They won the women's side already, kind of won themselves a bye in the AVP League in a couple weeks' time in Chicago. But here's a look at the bracket and where we're at in this tournament. Brasher and Nuss, there you see highlighted against Quiggle and Van Gunst. Brasher and Nuss, the 1 seed, looking to make their shortest route in to the semifinals. Chang and Shaw in the other match against Cannon and Kraft, up a set to none. So that's,
wow.
Not that it's surprising, but I mean, that is a battle between 2 tough teams, also members of our championship in a couple weeks' time in Chicago for the AVP League. But some business to be done here on Stadium Court. There's even a Drew Hamilton sighting.
Wow,
which
I know.
We don't always get.
Was he warming him up? Was he warming the ladies up?
How about our boy Leinert in attendance? Yeah, the USC and NFL legend.
More of a social media icon now. He's dominated.
If you want to know how to be a Manhattan Beach dad, check out Matt Leinert's social media.
So good.
Yeah, but all the guys that live in the South Bay, you know, there's such a volleyball culture that they get wrapped up in it. Luke Walton, Richard Jefferson, Steve Nash, you know, a lot of great athletes from lots of other sports come here. Brent Berry, of course. You know, there's just such a great beach volleyball family here, and that's one of the many reasons why this is kind of the mecca and the coveted title to win on the AVP. But as we get to the ladies' action here, Tegan Van Gunst, 6 feet tall, 30 years of age, out of Fayetteville, Georgia. And Corinne been playing some good volleyball of late. She was kind of quiet for a couple years, dealing with a hip injury and so forth, but healthy now.
Yeah.
And starting to play some of her best volleyball of her career. Kind of a new partnership. She was in the league with MJ Rice, Megan Rice. They weren't able to find their way to Chicago, though, so kind of be going their separate ways, at least for this tournament.
Right. I think, did Meg play with Gina Urango, I think?
Gina Urango.
Right.
Correct. We know this team well, though, if we've been involved in beach volleyball in the last several years. It's Taryn Brasher, formerly Cloth.
She's found her little girl in the stands to throw that ball to. I love it.
And one of the more exciting players to watch, Kristen Nuss, just 5'6", but you will be dazzled by her speed around the court, and just her ability to chop up defenses.
Talk about someone who's mastered the art of getting your feet to the ball and just chopping people apart no matter where she has an opportunity to attack from. She gives everyone who watches a master class in offense.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much to love about her game, but one of the things is just a reminder that, you know, don't be convinced that you have to be a certain size or a certain this or a certain that in order to be successful. Work with what you got, and Kristen Nuss is the ultimate example of maximizing what you've been given.
Yeah, her ability to get to every ball or every set, no matter if it's in transition, in system, and then use everything she has and leverage her arm as a weapon and the movement of the other team. It's so fun to watch.
And they're going to be a fantastic example of kind of the symbiosis of the block and the defender out on the court as well, because they work so well in conjunction with one another.
Right.
Taryn obviously big at the net, Kristen speedy on defense. But if those two things are out of sync, it can oftentimes be for naught. They are seemingly never out of sync. Yeah, there's a look, the improvisational skills as well. A little tomahawk pass a la Casey Patterson back in the day.
I love it. Not because I was good at it, just because I got stuck there. My knees wouldn't bend. I had to go for it.
Hey, I mean, why go backwards when you can just go Tommy right over the top?
Right over the top. Nice.
Yeah, a little delay block, but Teagan with a good crisp wrap over the top.
The ladies got their Manhattan Slunks outfit dialed. I love it.
Oh, that one extra sharp. I mean, Corinne dives and is
there.
About 8 inches off of the net. Unfortunately, that shot was 3 inches off of the net.
Yeah, that's the old Tony Hawk rail slide, just down the 8 stair. That ball just rolls forever.
Yeah, that's why City Council started putting in those metallic pieces on them so you could stop grinding on them.
Yeah, conditions have been pretty consistent. Not a ton of wind, just enough to kind of give us something.
It's starting to pick up a little bit, as it tends to do in the afternoon hours near the beach, right? The marine layers blowing off. We got full-blown sunshine now. You see they wet down the court because it does start to get hot. There is kind of that black element mixed into the sand, and it really gathers the heat and keeps it in there.
Especially where it's not churned up near the edges or where you serve. It gets real hot.
Oh, yeah. Maybe tomorrow we can get a thermodynamics lesson again from Kevin Barnett.
Yeah, can't wait.
On the broadcast. Yeah, that is a heck of a swing from Teagan Van Gunst. Inducing the overpass. Good deep float serve from Corinne Quiggle, and then good control and put away on their side. So they will take the lead.
Yeah, that float serve really dropped. Once it peaked, it really dropped short from Kristen. That was a tough ball to pass, and then good execution.
That one wide.
Wow, so close.
I don't see her miss very often. It is kind of interesting to note that a lot of their league matches went to 3 sets. Sometimes they can be slow starters, Taryn and Kristen, as good as they're. Wow, what a scoop.
Yeah.
Corinne Quiggle. And she's on this line shot as well. Another chance.
Good set. Oh, she's there. Oh, perfect.
Oh, that one goes shish kebab on top of the antenna.
I don't think I've seen one of those in a long time. Skewer.
Add an onion, maybe a green pepper to that. You got a nice little shish
Ready to
kebab.
go. What a scoop by Corinne, too, on that on-2 option.
And there's a good line shot, precision.
The never twice, right? I might have missed it by a millimeter, but I won't miss it again.
Yeah, so some high percentage of their league wins came in 3 sets where they dropped the first and had to kind of grind their way back. Would like to avoid that in the warmth and the sunshine, but right now Van Gunst and Quiggle playing some good, solid volleyball.
I saw Kristen's mom in the Hamptons, and they went 3 and ended up winning, and she was stressing out in the second set. I'm like, we're fine. They're just warming up. It's fine. Sometimes you gotta get, let some go so that you can retune it and get fired up again.
Well, I mean, Kristen's mom is hysterical,
She's
right?
so funny.
You kind of get a glimpse into how sort of great athletes are born / made.
Right.
Well, that one just misses because I believe it was in Austin. They lost the first and then won the second, and you kind of thought it was just going to be another one of those. They win the third as well.
Right.
They ended up not, and that was their only loss. And then Kristen's mom spent the entire next day walking around. Hi, I'm Kristen's mom. She played awful yesterday. Hi, nice to see you. My daughter was terrible. You know, I was like, good criminy.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
When your expectations are so high,
Yeah.
like you could see how that kind of steely resolve is ingrained into a person. You know?
Right. That's so good.
There's a nice pickup from Kristen. Corinne was going to be all over that anyhow. It was an excellent try, but that fall away sharp cutty is not an easy shot to hit.
Yeah, that's hard when you're kind of fade away. You have limited time on the ball, and you need to have a lot of time and a good follow through touch. I mean, when she's rolling though, she hits those shots. So it's kind of like you said, maybe a little bit of a slow start here, and then that becomes something that's just effortless for her.
Good touch from Van Gunst.
Oh wow, good save.
Rundown, yeah, extending rallies here. Great effort on the side of Van Gunst and Quiggle. Yeah, and that is just too good.
I love the just long rally, no emotion, absolute hammer, and maybe a smirk. Boom. Back to business.
Yeah, it's interesting sort of the on-court, off-court personas and how they can differ sometimes, right? Because Taryn, one of the more bubbly people you would want to talk to off the court. And most of the time, I think they're relatively fun-loving on the court as well. But, you know, sometimes it does get into business mode.
Yeah.
Now, there's a nice serve.
There they are. Okay, Mom, she's fine. She's just finding it. The ball wasn't ready for her until now.
Yeah, Mom, relax. I think they put the point next to the wrong guy. I believe that's 8-9. Good little cut shot there. Yeah, I want to say that's 10-8.
Mark's got it right.
Double checking, 10-8. Thank you.
We have our series of checks and balances that we go through with the analog scoring and so forth. So we got it controlled. Yeah, good look and cutty.
So it's incredible because if you're watching at home, you're playing volleyball, you're maybe not, you know, over 6 foot, you're the under 6 foot club, and you watch, you know, her offense there. She loves to get into such a good position and then see where the blocker are. They delaying or are they going up with her? And then she sees the defender too. Because of her position, she can do anything she wants.
Big swing by Tegan Van Gunst. It is 11-9.
That's a nice swing from Tegan Van Gunst, who is not in the under 6 foot club.
Yeah, she's been getting after a little bit here. She's had a couple of real good swings, really setting the tone.
Another overpass, yeah. Those balls just kind of jumping off of the arms of Kristen Nuss a little bit, particularly the ones that are diving short on her, right?
Yeah, and that's an interesting study that I would want somebody to do for me, because this is my theory and this is what I talk about all the time. Once the ball finishes its almost apex and stops having the speed from my contact, and then it starts to drop, that's when the wind gets involved.
Let her see you and then make the move, because currently you're moving right as she looks and when she sees you. Or you can also hang dead center of the court, because she's looking to shoot. She is not coming to swing a single time. If you want to hang dead center until she contacts, so she doesn't see a move, then you can break. Two options. Love what you're doing with, especially in trans, making those calls, those decisions, especially as Taryn gets filtered in a little bit. I love playing with that 4 and that 1. She has 2 options, that hard cross or that line shot. So, really good. We also be ready for Taryn to try to get a little more into this game with some options. So, keep it on Kristen.
Yeah, so that's Corinne's boyfriend, Alex, that's serving as coach for them this weekend. Some good
Great
information,
feedback. Yeah, he just can't win the game for the last beer in their last social media post. That's so good.
Yeah, but encouraging Corinne to just kind of hang center field and wait and then go. She does a nice job of it there.
Right.
Just barely misses the contact. Yeah, you could see her just kind of holding center field, Because if you make that move, right, it's like trying to avoid the T-Rex
Right.
in Jurassic Park, right? If you move, they know right where you are.
Yes.
But if you can hold still.
Right, that's something that I loved is if someone moved, that's all I wanted. Even a lean, I'm like, yep, that's all I need. But if you kind of like even fake and then hold, I'm like, ooh, now I'm not sure. You know, now I got to worry about your blocker a little bit longer too.
Oh, yeah, that's the second ace. Similar position from Kristen Nuss. Right up the middle.
Yeah, the ball is definitely being affected a little bit more by the wind.
Yeah, and that's that good kind of Brazilian style. This is going to give me another tough chance. Yeah. Oh, so it's not an ace, but it is a service winner. Is Tegan okay? I think she had a little friendly fire there, maybe. I mean, there's no chance Taryn just stomped on her head as it broke the plane of the net, right?
Right. On my side, kick.
But here we are, 12 apiece now after some good serves. And Kristen kind of going almost Brazilian style with that wind, right? Like lining up the body. Oh, there's a nice move into the angle. Corinne tries to go around to the left. Taryn just jumping into the cross court. So quick timeout.
Yeah. Quickly turned into like a service battle, right? Whose floater is kind of more terminal right now than the other.
Yeah, Brazilian style, you know, kind of by our lingo, Casey, as we sort of learned this together, is lining up the body of whoever is in front of you,
right,
and then serving it so it drifts off of them towards the middle, right?
Right, just barely crossing it, so it's so confusing on whose ball it is in the middle.
We'll check out court one while the ladies are in a timeout here and have a look at this. Set number 3, Cannon and Kraft staying alive, 22-20 in that second. Here we are locked in. Kelly Chang there. Cannon and Kraft on the far side, and that is Meg Kraft with the Yahtzee up the middle.
Hammering.
So that levels the score at 8. Kelly Chang on the left side, near side of your screen, and Molly Shaw on the near side right. This is women's quarterfinal action as well. So a win here gets you directly into tomorrow's semifinal. Nice little cut shot from Molly Shaw. We'll check back in on that in just a minute. Kristen Nuss with the dig, goes back over the net. And nice little side-to-side work for Van Gunst and Quiggle.
Yeah, Van Gunst with a great little, even like a jab step hesitation of possibly going on 2. That's all she needed to hold Taryn and then go for that pin set to Corinne.
Yeah, I mean, she got Taryn to even bite on it a little bit and lean that way. And that one's going to sail wide. That's a tough one, right? Because I don't know if that's where she was trying to go, but it kind of rides the wind and gets pushed wider the longer it's in the air.
Right, where you could serve the same ball again and then it drops a foot. You never know what wind current it's going to catch.
Yeah, especially when you're going with the wind, right? Oh, nice little last-minute wrap.
She's been good at that lately, right? She started that earlier. Kind of the hold and just teardrop.
$14 apiece. Corinne and Tegan kind of taking the better of the two sides. Interestingly, Corinne not working with the wind to her advantage necessarily, but she's got an opportunity here. Oh, wow.
Oh, the old
craftsmanship up the old,
if I don't know, you don't know. Probably thought we were going to get a set a little bit more towards the middle of the court. Got it up and down. And almost, those are the kind of plays I liked. We're like, oh, okay, I'd almost rather have it be a little chaotic. Then you don't know how to set up on defense.
Oh,
good
nice
timing.
play from Tegan. Oh, yes. And she converts the turnaround kill. Nicely done, Van Gunst.
We'll see how Kristen fights this off, because she can kind of feel now that they're kind of holding and waiting to run her shots down. See if she has the option, or maybe throws a dart to a little faster terminal.
Yeah, there's a nice deep line shot. Yeah, and that's, you know, again, one of the many things impressive about Kristen is the variety of shots that she's got, right? You just can't have a standard line shot.
Right, she puts a little bit more on it, takes a little off. Oh.
Layout flipper. That one's close. Good defense here, both sides. Man, nicely done. Right through the hands.
Such a good swing by Corinne there. You're exhausted, long in the rally. You want to hit another shot, but Taryn's been delaying. They're reading the shots. Such good timing. Good scramble by Van Gunst too, just to lay out flippy. Way to use the hands. Good scramble by both teams. Both blockers are doing a good job of kind of doing that little bit of a delay in timing to kind of not give information and either swat or turn in and go. And that's kind of the style of the match right now, of a lot of shots and moving the ball around. So they're both kind of dialed.
That one a little too flat, sails long.
As Kristen matrixes out of the way, it's 16, looking at 17.
And let's see where Taryn decides to go with this serve. Coming out of the middle, I think she wants to go to Corinne's sideline.
Right-ish,
right?
Yeah, I don't want to trap her over there on the sideline.
Good self-coverage. Oh, tomahawk dig.
The under tomahawk dig.
Oh,
that's so good.
Nuss 101, right kind of in the middle tweener zone of her body, and she comes up with a tomahawk.
Yeah, that's so good. Little garden trowel, something a little smaller, maybe a little hand size hatchet.
There's the one that's a little more middle. And Kristen's got that one as well. That's close. And up over the top. How about the setting from Taryn Brasher?
Right? Just right in the wheelhouse. On defense with that set, might be a little tight, so you're like, I kind of feel like I can delay and grab, and you can't because she'll just let it hang and then wrap it right over.
Yeah, I love how quiet the movements with the platforms are for both Taryn and Kristen.
Yeah.
You know, there's not a lot of extraneous, unnecessary movement.
Right, real smooth, good follow through.
Good hard swing up the line, Tegan Van Gunst. It needed to be that crisp as well because Kristen was in hot pursuit.
Let's see if we can get that wind to dance here a little again.
Out of the middle, going all the way back to the line. Oh, Corinne, another good move.
Yeah.
How about, I mean, how did we accomplish that? She went left side of her shoulder.
Like a side wrap.
Yeah, so Cannon and Kraft now on court number one as we get both boxes going with a match point. Serving on the far side.
Chance
Kraft's going to have a chance. Not yet. Not yet again. Third time a charm for Cannon and Kraft. Not yet. And she gets the job done.
The triple angle rally won the first line shot to put away.
That is so close, but it is
here on stadium court. That serve from Van Gunst just barely missing long, so it'll be a set point for Brasher and Nuss. 14 apiece on court number one. It looks like a timeout. We'll see if we get the conclusion here, of this set. And maybe we can check in on court number one momentarily. Oh, that one is out of bounds, so that'll wrap it up. And Brasher and Nuss come back and take set number one, 21-19. Good performance from Quiggle and Van Gunst, but a couple mistakes late really cost him the service mistake, followed by the line shot out. was kind of the way it wrapped up.
Yeah, I feel like Corinne gave herself a lot of good opportunities. Super patient, ran down and got a lot of digs. Just converting one or two more was the difference.
Clean that set. So just clean up something else. I don't care what it is. Your touches off the net, your serve receive. Just clean up any of that, please.
Coming up next on Stadium, Avery Dross and Wyatt Harrison.
Didn't dilute it.
Will take on James Shaw and Kane Shaw. That will be followed by
You may not need as much in the afternoon.
versus Ryan Nick.
All right, as we await the start of set number 2 on Stadium Court, another match point. Cannon and Kraft. They earned the side out of that 14-all timeout. Again, they're on the far side of your screen. Into Shaw. And that one is, ooh, that's your Tony Hawk rail slide.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll get you to hold your breath for a second
Yeah.
as that thing's trundling across the top of the tape. 15 apiece, set number 3. Again, this is women's quarterfinals, the winner's bracket. So winner moves on to tomorrow's semifinal action. Loser has to play one more. That one into the net. Here a little extra oomph being put on it by Kelly Chang, but to no avail. And it'll be match point number 3 for Cannon and Kraft. Looks like it'll be Therese Cannon set to serve for her squad. Again, they try Shaw on that one. Yeah, right in the Kelly Chang zone. The best option players in all of the world of beach volleyball with a wide open net and a 50-50 ball. She knows exactly what to do.
And how magical those matches out on like a court 1. You just got everybody close. Those are some of the best memories.
And the put away from Therese Cannon brings up match point number 4 for her team. Yeah, I mean, there's so many of those great side court matches.
Yeah.
But then I always feel like late in the day Saturday matches on Stadium Court in Manhattan Beach are some of the best. I remember you and Jake playing the Crab Brothers when they were brand new here late on a Saturday. And that was one of the all-time best matches I've ever seen. We didn't even know who Taylor Crab was at the time, and we're, you know, everyone's just scratching their heads going, who are these kids giving it to the AVP's best team right now?
That was such a good battle.
18-17 on court number 1 as the teams switch sides, and Cannon and Kraft once again serving to close out that match. That is a spader.
Oh my gosh.
To do it.
She's on the line. It's like one of the hardest. You just gotta let it go. There's no way of really passing it. It's so high and deep.
And middle, right? So it's already far away from you, and then it's also high. So that is how that one ends. Meg Kraft, Therese Cannon work their way into the semifinals. Kelly Chang, Molly Shaw will have an extra round of work to do if they hope to join them tomorrow here in Manhattan Beach.
Yeah, it goes to show that, you know, I remember last year and this year, their service pressure in every match they played was so intense. They could always count on some big plays near the end of matches off their service pressure.
So speaking of big plays here, that option play. Haven't seen that a lot from Brasher and Nuss in this one.
By the way, Therese Cannon and Megan Kraft are into the semifinals as they win on an
Quiggle and
ace
Van Gunst with a nice fast start here in the second. Needing this one to try and extend. Briston all over that. Yeah,
I love it. Reminds me of kind of when I played with Ryan Doherty, that he could reach so high almost above the net without jumping. He could just turn and slap it down, you know, and there's such an advantage to just throw it up to your partner and they just snap it without giving that other team any time to react.
Yeah, one of the things that's great about this duo as well, right? Is, you know, I mean, they've been together for so long. They're comfortable with one another's games.
Yeah.
And that level of patience is so critical to their success defensively, I think. You know, sometimes if you're a new partnership, even if your defender digs that ball, you almost instinctively kind of jump at it. I mean,
right, you rush it.
You rush and you get off your feet, and then an otherwise perfect set
now
goes kind of by the wayside.
Right, right. You throw it in the net, or you miss it, hit it out.
Yeah, and Taryn's just so good because she trusts Kristen so much, turning around and waiting to see what the contact looks like before committing, and it leads to so many great points like the last couple we just saw. Oh,
nice.
Good communication. Taryn almost coming up with it blindly.
Good creative play, just to go challenge the block and get a reset or a nice little slimy tool like that. I love her pattern. It reminds me of Bruno, where pass, come inside, have all that room, ball in front of you. What? Kevin Barnett in the booth just saying hi?
Showing off that he doesn't have to work today.
Yeah, he's just happy. Exactly. He's letting me commentate Saturday, the JV day. He gets varsity day tomorrow.
And that's a nice swing from Van Gunst, kind of falling away a little bit. Yep. Pretty impressed with Tegan and Corinne here in this match, holding their own with best team in the world currently.
You can tell they got a good little trust level here. They're real comfortable with each other. Their scramble plays feel like they're in control and they're patient. Corinne's getting a lot of good touches, being patient too.
Yeah, their skill sets mesh well together. Just glances off the arms of Quiggle, so it'll be a lead now for Brasher and Nuss. First of this second set.
It's interesting. Sometimes just like a little partial delay in the serve, right? Partners dusting some sand off, get a little delay to get the ball. There's like just a little pocket of time that lasts longer than normal. Sometimes that's all you need to kind of throw in some sort of momentum, like change, and get a little run.
One of the things I love about particularly the transition offense for Brasher and Nuss is the tempo at which they run.
Yeah.
There's a couple advantages to that in my estimation. One, I feel like it's easier to bump set lower balls.
Yes.
Right? Rather than scrambling around trying to throw up these high, perfect sort of parabolas.
Right. Like that little perfect two ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it gives your opponents less time, right? So I would argue that it necessitates less precision from you offensively, because the other team's still scrambling.
Yeah, we got less time to set up what we want to run, right?
Yeah. And so they just do such a beautiful job of just pushing that pace.
Yeah, it puts so much pressure on you as a defensive team to be either awkwardly patient and hold longer than you'd want to, or you feel like you have to go react sooner than you'd need to. So it kind of puts you in that extreme mentality. You're like, I can't really just get comfortable and into a flow. Good hand set.
Yeah, nice little knuckle pokey angle for Van Gunst. Yeah, I think maybe the third thing that's advantageous about the tempo is, particularly in transition, it helps me maintain my vision, right? Because everything's a little bit lower, so everything stays in my periphery.
Right.
Especially as that team's scrambling, I have, you know, maybe a better idea of where they're at.
Yeah, I don't have to deal with my timing up and down. It's all kind of like similar, so that everything stays in front. I 100% agree.
Just missing that one. That was a really good pull dig and set. Van Gunst can't pay it off.
Yeah, that's a kind of a layer that I would add if I felt like, man, I'm kind of struggling to be patient. So I'm either going to run like a medium tempo to the pin, or come straight in and have a little bit lower set just to keep everything in front. I like it. The cagey set over. Where's DJ? We need a sound for that. We need a sound effect for that. Like, if I hit the cutty, I'd get like the little error. But I want something for the set over on 2. We need to come up with something creative. Great timing on the block.
Yeah, Taryn does such a nice job on her pole defense of something I feel like your partner Jake Gibb was a master at, which is not trying to dig overhand on a pole high. Just almost just pop it.
Yes.
A 1.5 feet up and in the direction of your partner.
Right, kind of like just like handing it to me versus a dig and then I have to go get it. Like that even. She just did a great job of the same thing. Oh, come on.
And that one had to go high out of necessity. Wow.
All right. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Kristen is everywhere.
Let's go.
Where's this shot going?
Doesn't have her shades on. Doesn't even have her shades on. Look. Oh, my gosh. That was so sick. She left him down on purpose.
What a rally to take us into the technical timeout. It's still Brasher Nuss with a 1-point advantage, but phenomenal play from Van Gunst and Quiggle to get back to within 1. Have another look at how this one finished.
We have got 3 semifinalists who have locked their spot into Sunday.
She kind of leaves him down here knowing, like, hey, I'm just going to finish it with everything all messed up.
Oh, just barely missing, as you can see there. And yeah.
I love that. I love that point you make, though. Like, that's Jake did such a good job of that. And then playing with Chase Budinger, same thing. He would kind of like hand it to me. It wasn't like a dig that would deflect high or weird.
So here's a look as the women's bracket updates on the back of that victory by Cannon and Kraft over Chang and Shaw. They are in the semifinals. We're still waiting to see who one of the other semifinalists will be in this one. Chang and Shaw will have another match to try and earn their way in as well. This is winner's bracket, so it isn't lose and you're done just yet.
Right. It's all those contenders brackets coming up through to play these teams. These are those magical Saturday evening, afternoon matches where you can't lose. You're just battling. You got to play 3 or 4 extra matches than anyone else. Put on your kind of your resilience helmet and get after it.
Wow, what a shot.
So good.
Falling away deep middle. Good tough serve. Scrambling now are Van Gunst.
Oh,
boy, an incredible
and she
adjustment.
makes a good swing, but it just goes long.
Yeah, Kristen with a great lineup there, kind of hitting that, we call it a 14-footer. Just a step away. If I've got to make my opposing team even just take a step, that's a huge win.
Yeah, starting to roll a little bit. A couple tough serves from Kristen Nuss. Start off some scoring opportunities. Taryn and Kristen. Yeah, that was kind of the language you guys used, right? Is that 14-footer, and the idea was to not serve it all the way to the depth of the receiver.
Right.
Make them come in a step, make them sort of be in that in-between doubtful zone. Is it going to drop? Is it not?
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, as we sit through a timeout, we'll take a brief step away from this action and be back in just a few moments.
How about a little magic? How about a little magic, huh?
Sunny days call for Sun Cruiser Vodka Iced Tea. Made with real iced tea and real vodka. Refreshing and goes down smooth. Let the good times cruise with Sun Cruiser.
Beautiful shot, just out of reach. It's 11-14.
All right, back at it here. Stadium court. It's Brasher and Nuss versus Quiggle and Van Gunst. In the women's winners bracket quarterfinal. There you see the score, 21-19, 14-11 currently in favor of TKN.
Oh, what a pull.
Yeah, really nice read by Van Gunst. So frustrating. He makes the play you want to make. If we're being hypercritical, that first contact was a little bit off, so you can't set up your transition off it maybe as well as you need to thwart the defense of Brasher and Nuss, and that ends up costing you a little bit.
She even hit a nasty middle swing that you're like, why are you even there, Kristen? Go in the angle or the line. Get out of the middle. That's supposed to be available. That's where a play like that, do I add some distance? Do I go back? Do I ask for something just a little bit different so I can create some momentum instead of just the up and down?
Yeah, asking why Kristen Nuss was where she is defensively is like, you know, asking my psychic how they accurately predicted my future. You know, it's just what they do, Casey.
You can't explain it.
No one knows. They just know.
Knows. Also, are you trying to sneak in a protein bar?
Yes.
in between our 9 matches in a row? How selfish of you.
Chewing my way through the end of this second set. Yeah, much like we talked about with Phil, right? When that set gets ample height on it, you feel like there's no way Taryn doesn't.
It's game over.
Yeah.
As YouTube channel Mission Beach, he'd say good night every time. I love watching our matches because you get a good set and he would just say good night before I hit. I loved it. I'm like, oh, he believes in me.
That was a great rundown. Oh yeah.
We got 18-12 TKN.
That's the frustrating part. Yeah, they make the good plays that are high level, and then they also get those ones like on accident. And so it's just twist the knife even deeper when you're trying to make this comeback. You're like, really? You're getting those two?
Well, you know what kind of stands out to me on a play like that is the sort of patience and the calm on the side of Brasher and Nuss. And obviously when you're otherworldly skilled, it's a little bit easier to be calm.
Yeah, to maintain that.
That's also something they've developed over time, and you know, kind of as they've been more and more successful.
Right.
Right. It's a critical component, I would say. Is that ability to be composed in any given situation and not kind of overextend.
Right. Never reaching and creating something that you don't need to.
Never seems to be a panic. Even with a little bit of a slow start in this one, they knew they were just going to grind their way back.
Yeah.
And then here they are just a couple of points away. Even this second set has been relatively tight until the last few points. They've just kind of extended. There's a nice swing from Van Gunst.
Yeah, she's done a great job of kind of showing everything. She's hit like the knuckle pokey angle, the teardrop, the high shots. Like she's moving the ball around so well.
Yeah, there's a lot to like on the side of Quiggle and Van Gunst. Yeah. It's hard to not. Oh, there you go. That's
okay.
Something to like as well.
Yeah. Side out and earn a chance to get the trickle ace.
Yeah, nobody likes to ever lose a match, but when you're playing TKN, again, the #1 team in all of the world of beach volleyball, you have to try and take positives away where you can. And there's lots of positives to take away if you're Corinne and Tegan. But they will be facing 5 match points here.
Points for Brasher and Nuss.
Almost the one-arm spear.
Big swing by Corinne says not done yet. 16-20.
You know you're a great defender when people are shocked when a ball doesn't get done.
Wait, what?
Yeah. As you know, of playing defense for a long time, I mean, defense on the beat, no easy undertaking.
Yeah.
Kristen just makes it look so easy. Corinne with a nice setup and nice rundown. Go.
Nice.
17-20.
Good second effort.
Yeah, I think takeaways for Corinne, Van Gunst, I think their timing and their ability to side out, and they made really high-level plays, and they are in this game. They're just unfortunately playing the best team in the world.
Yeah.
Like anyone else, they're they're beating the team they're playing.
That one wide, so not over just yet.
Yeah, throw a ball in the crowd, get a fan to give you some little lucky mojo. Ask him where I should serve.
It's like Lenny Kravitz taught us, it ain't over till it's over. Now it is over. The little baby line from Kristen Nuss wraps it up. 21-19, 21-18 in straight sets for Brasher and Nuss over Corinne Quiggle, Tegan Van Gunst. They will be in tomorrow's semifinals. And no surprise there, I suppose. Nice to see their coach Drew Hamilton with them. We don't get to see that all that often.
Look at him.
Not much of a traveler, but he broke out.
He's dialed right now.
I mean, you were talking about Saved by the Bell earlier. That almost looks like the Saved by the Bell artwork on those shorts. I know that's not what it is, but you and I in our generation can maybe hold out hope.
Heading to the max for a burger after.
So here's the updated bracket. There's Brasher and Nuss, the 1 seed, making their way to the semifinals. On the top half there, Cannon and Kraft, the 2 seed, doing the same by nature of their late inning 3-set win over Chang and Shaw. Coming up next here on Stadium Court, we'll go back to the men's action. And we will see Avery Drost, Wyatt Harrison versus Kame Schalk and James Shaw. Come back and join us in about 10 minutes time.